Hello, everyone. Joni Hansen, also known as That Girl Joni. Um, Again, just a disclosure, my messages are meant just for insights, inspiration, helpful tips and tools, not for therapeutic purposes. Today's message inspired, titled by my wonderful little sister of the band-aids of life when you have a big ouch or gouge or whatever and you're trying to patch something up with a band-aid. This was came about because um, my car was in an accident, and we are living in a different time nowadays. Before, when that would happen, it still would be kind of a pain, right? Like you gotta get it in the shop and wait for it to be repaired and all that. And now I found out, so this happened 2 weeks ago. My car has been sitting in the driveway because there's been no openings in any, like we went and searched even pretty far from our house of a shop that would have an opening. And they're like, oh, we were hearing the end of June or July and some August before they could even get my car in. And that was tough to hear. But then also, and this is in part because of it's harder to get parts nowadays. It takes longer. Things take patience, you guys. So I was telling my sister, my car's literally sat for a few weeks. I am able to drive it. It can drive safely, but the door is, it's got big, ouchy, messy looking holes and scrapes on it. And if I go to open it up too far, it makes a loud crunch, a very loud crunch sound, to the point where the neighbor, I went to open it up and she kind of looked over and I'm like, oh my gosh. But I thought, I'm going to get out and just drive it, local, do some errands, get out. And I'm feeling this, kind of sadness, like, oh, my car, I can't wait till it's fixed and I can drive it normal and all this stuff. But it really inspired when I was talking to my sister about this, and she's like, Joni, this should be your next video about, are you dealing with the gouges and maybe some destruction and trying to put a band-aid on something so that you can move forward, and how it's hard. It is hard sometimes to have patience and wait for things to come together. And well, thankfully everybody's okay. That's the main thing. And the car will get fixed. And I'm really grateful to God for that as well. It's just that thought of, how do we navigate when we have to wait? We have to wait for things to come together. We have to wait for parts. Nowadays, even wait for, I know at one point I was trying to find a certain type of cat food for our cats. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't find this. We have to, wait. And those are small on the scale of things, with so many things that people are going through. But it is important to take time, as I talk about on my videos, to be in the moment, calm the brain, calm the mind, get yourself centered, get some perspective, and drive your vehicle of life forward. You may have to wait a little longer. You may have to have more patience, but remember, don't give up. Don't give in. It will come together. You may need some tears. You may need to journal, reach out to support systems. It's okay. I've had my own frustrations in this whole ordeal with the car and having to wait. And then I'm like, in the scheme of things, it really is, there's always so much to be grateful for. And it's really not a big deal. It's a big inconvenience. And yeah, it's going to cost some more money than what we were planning. It'll get taken care of. And then to focus on, what can I do? What's going to be helpful? How can I look at things in a more helpful way? And one of them was, well, I'm so grateful that I have this car, and I'm so grateful that we have a vehicle to drive, and um, all my blessings, so much, from small things to big things. So focus on what you can do. Breathe through the frustrations. Don't just patch your life up. Maybe you may feel like you're doing that in the moment, or need to, in order to move forward. And sometimes, truly, it's hard to see or know how something's going to come together or when it's going to come together. Excuse me. We're wired up for, we want instant fix, instant message, instant gratification. And it doesn't work that way for so many things in life. So this is not an instant fix. It's not putting a band-aid on. It's a matter of waiting, staying in gratitude, maybe rerouting some of my plans from how I wanted to do them, but not stopping. I hope this message helps whoever needs to hear it. I'll be bringing forth more. I'll be continuing my series on boundaries too. Till next time, and always much love and blessings, Joni Hanson.